something called death. I almost died. I had one night to think about my life. So accepting death as a companion, Ariana, as someone who is sitting here, look at you, look at me, and asking us to live the present moment and give to this present moment a sense, a reason. You don't need to believe in God, you just need to believe in life.
Paulo Coelho's life has been a tapestry woven with threads of rebellion, spirituality, and literary genius. His journey from a rebellious youth to a best-selling author is a testament to the power of following one's dreams. His childhood and early life were marked by a deep sense of individuality and a quest for freedom that clashed with traditional values of his family and society. Born on August 24, 1947 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Coelho grew up in a middle-class family. His father, Pedro Queima Coelho de Souza, was an engineer and his mother, Ligia Coelho, was a homemaker. From a young age, Coelho exhibited a strong passion for writing and storytelling. However, his aspirations were not encouraged by his parents, who were devout Catholics and had more conventional career paths in mind for their son. His quest for self-expression and his passion for writing were evident from his formative years. Despite the strict Jesuit education he received, which was intended to instill discipline and religious piety, Coelho's creative spirit couldn't be contained. There was a significant tension within the family, as Coelho's aspirations to become a writer were seen as impractical and were strongly discouraged. At the age of 17, this tension reached a climax when Coelho's parents admitted him to a mental institution, believing that his rebellious attitude and unconventional dreams were signs of madness. He escaped 3 times before being released at the age of 20. Reflecting on these experiences later in life, Coelho would say, "It wasn't that they wanted to hurt me, but they didn't know what to do. They didn't do that to destroy me, they did that to save me." Don't forget to hit the like button if you are inspired till now. Stay tuned for the unfolding chapters of Coelho's love story and spiritual adventure that shaped his odyssey. After his release, Coelho enrolled in law school to appease his parents, but dropped out after just 1 year, choosing instead to live a life that was true for his inner calling. He joined an amateur theater group where he was writer, actor, and director. He traveled through South America, North Africa, Mexico, and Europe, embracing the hippie lifestyle of the 1960s. He delved into the world of drugs and rock and roll, seeking meaning and purpose. These travels were not just a rebellion against his upbringing, but a search for a deeper understanding of the world and his place in it. Upon returning to Brazil, Coelho channeled his experiences into songwriting, collaborating with Raul Seixas, a well-known Brazilian musician. Their partnership was fruitful but also controversial, as some of their songs were seen as subversive by the authoritarian government of the time.
Tinha arma atrás de mim. Vou morrer com 26 anos, não é justo.
In 1974, Coelho was arrested and tortured by the ruling military regime, which viewed his lyrics as left-wing and dangerous. Paulo Coelho got a job at the Polygram record company. Here, he met Cecilia McDowell. 3 months later, they were married and moved to London. He dedicated himself exclusively to writing, though he wasn't successful. So, in 1978, they returned to Brazil. During this time, he wasn't happy. He quit his job and separated from his wife. Then he came across an old friend, Christina Oiticica. The couple married in 1980 and have shared a life rich in both love and creative collaboration.
Eu tinha se aproximado, porque eu sempre tinha um namorado, ele tinha sido casado outras vezes, e nesse dia ele me chamou para ir ao cinema.
Christina has been a significant influence on Coelho's life and work. Together, they have lived a life that many dream of. Their relationship is not just a romantic partnership but also a spiritual and creative alliance. Coelho often speaks of Christina not only as his wife but also as his companion on the journey of life. As your narrator, I find myself deeply moved by what unfolds next. Paulo Coelho's spiritual journey is not just his own, but a beacon for all who search for meaning and victory in life. It's the essence of what makes him the extraordinary figure he is today. So stay with me, continue watching, and let yourself be inspired by his transformative path. The couple spent their honeymoon in Europe. In Germany, they decided to visit a concentration camp. Paulo's visit to the Dachau concentration camp was a profound and transformative experience for him. It was a significant moment in Coelho's life, marking the birth of the writer within him. During his visit, he had a vision in which a man appeared to him. This encounter was so impactful that it stayed with him, and 2 months later he met the same man in a cafe in Amsterdam. They had a long conversation, exchanging views and experiences. This mysterious man suggested that Coelho should embark on a spiritual journey. The man, referred to as Jean in some accounts, offered to become Coelho's master on this journey. Jean was an active member of a mysterious Catholic religious order called RAM, Regnus Agnus Mundi, which stands for Lamb of the Kingdom of the World. This order is known for its practice of the sacred and aims to reveal the feminine side of one's personality. In 1986, Coelho embarked on this spiritual and magical journey, a pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela, that greatly influenced his personal and spiritual development. It is also known as the Way of St. James, which is a network of routes across Europe leading to the shrine of the Apostle St. James the Great in the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela in northwestern Spain. This journey and the teachings of Ram are reflected in many of Coelho's later writings, where Jean is often mentioned as the Master, M, J, or Jean. It was a cornerstone of a central theme in his book The Pilgrimage. Paulo Coelho's success story is a remarkable tale of perseverance and faith in one's dreams. The Alchemist, his most celebrated work, stands as a testament to this. After his spiritual awakening, Coelho was determined to pursue a career as a writer. He found inspiration for The Alchemist in a short story by Jorge Luis Borges about two dreamers in search of treasure. The Alchemist was first published in 1988 by a small Brazilian publishing house which printed only 900 copies and decided not to reprint it after slow initial sales. Coelho's first publisher dropped the novel, but he didn't give up. He found a new publisher and the book began to gain traction in Brazil. The turning point for The Alchemist came when it caught the attention of international publishers. The universal themes of following one's dreams and listening to one's heart resonated with a global audience. Since then, The Alchemist has won the Guinness World Record for the most translated book by a living author. The book has also won several international awards, including the United Kingdom's 2004 Nielsen Gold Book Award, France's Grand Prix in 1995, and Germany's 2002 Corinne International Award for Fiction. Coelho's subsequent works continued to explore themes of spirituality and self-discovery. Each novel invites readers to question their own paths and seek their unique destinies. He continued his success despite all criticisms. He was regularly invited to seminars, conferences, and autograph sessions. The success that has even reached the most isolated countries such as Iran. He sold millions of books in the land of Ayatollahs. He was the first and only Western writer to be officially invited to visit the country since the Islamic Revolution. Today, Paulo Coelho stands as one of the most influential writers of our time, with his books translated into more than 80 languages. His life story encourages us all to heed the omens along our paths and to believe in the power of our dreams. We've journeyed together through the life of Paulo Coelho. witnessing his transformation from a young dreamer to a literary icon. Now share your thoughts, insights, or how Coelho's journey resonates with your own. Comment below and join the conversation. Your voice is a valuable part of this ongoing story. Let's keep the dialogue alive.